Hello and welcome to Combatmission Cold War. Today we look at the third mission of the 1982 US campaign here on the victory track, Bear in the Sun. We play human against human. I take the attacking Soviet side. My opponent commands the defending US forces. My opponent is Lori. The order for the Soviet forces is simple. Advance on Neuhof, break through the defenses and occupy the town. Neuhof, located in a valley at a road and railroad junction, surrounded by wooded areas to the west and east, with a small town of Dorfborn north of Neuhof. The elevated location of Dorfborn makes it ideal as the first line of defense, utilized as a strong point. A narrow water stream runs in the center through the terrain from south to north, traversable on the entire line except for shorter sections at the urban center, where bridges must be used to cross. The area is dominated by the potash factory and the associated huge hill, which we will here call Hill 1. We come from north and are now looking south. There are about 4 possible axes of attack. What they all have in common, they can be covered from the Hill 1. The first 3 bypass potential enemy troops in Dorfborn, postponing the battle with a constant threat in your back. The fourth variant targets and neutralizes these forces as a first step, developing the offensive in step 2, facilitating the advance of your reinforcements, which enter the area at the railroad tracks. Number 4 gives you additional space to adjust your plans based on further information, which is one of the main reasons I choose to select it. Ergo, the main force will advance at Dorfborn. After occupying Dorfborn and bordering woods, furthermore, the formation will seek to isolate and neutralize enemy units at and adjacent to Hill 1. A second force, a separate recon patrol consisting of a motor rifle platoon with a grenade launcher section, a small recon section equipped with a BRMD-1 and an armor element in form of an 1 T-64B tank will rapidly advance south on the eastern passage, up the hill and along the forest. Taking ambush position there, on their route they will be exposed to enemy fire from Hill 1. Indirect fire support assets fire from round 1 on the main objectives, softening enemy defenses by delivering preparatory fires, suppressing and obscuring enemy weapon systems to reduce their standoff capabilities. Smoke is intensively used to obscure our main advance. The smoke will be laid down along the avenue of approach as well as the firing position of the enemy. The attack begins. Aerial fire is extensively used against potential enemy firing positions. First contacts are made.
Прекращаем огонь.
This is a point ambush by the American book. Our units are in a linear shaped formation. We have an ambush or assault element, security element and support element, as well an exfiltration route. A platoon alone can only engage in point ambush. I have searched for Soviet Cold War ambush tactics in detail, as they are mentioned in many sources as an important part of the reconnaissance and of course defensive actions. But I couldn't find detailed information about the conduct. There are plenty of sources about ambush tactics during the Soviet intervention in Afghanistan, but these weren't by any manual, rather changed and adapted to the particular theater of war against insurgents. A tank platoon advances into our ambush. a cluster of enemy contacts, a perfect target for the 30mm gun of the BMP-2s.
Цель нейтрализована. Конец связи.
Reinforcements arrived, a motor rifle company. They will move along the river stream in the center, taking advantage of the heavy smoke laid down on the hills. The separate Recon patrol, or what's left of it, now harasses enemy tanks in the vicinity of Neuhof, forcing them to retreat, facilitating the advance of the reinforcements towards Neuhof.
Координаты получены. Принято. Принято.
My idea To move the formation through the woods develops into a painful and time-consuming operation. The path is narrow, the surrounding ground difficult. The route around the potash factory is long and pointless from a tactical perspective. One and only probe to get on the hill. No second try will be ordered. Attacked from north and east, soon in a tactical encirclement, the defeat of defending US forces is only a matter of time. And that's it. Sadly, I have no after-action screen, as the game makes problem due to the surrender of my opponent. But I can count the losses by myself. The US has 10 tanks, 5 M60A1, 5 M60A3 TTS, 5 M901 improved tow vehicles, 5 M150 tank hunters, 10 M113A2s, and the Soviet side has lost 3 tanks, 3 T-64B tanks, 10 BMP-2s, 1 MTLB-U artillery observation vehicle, 1 BRDM-2 AT-5 and 1 BRDM-1. So, thanks for watching und goodbye.